which is agrarian issue. So these issues are important. A lot of farmers are committing suicide. There was a research now, as less as for 10,000 rupees, which is equivalent to about 150 euros. This debt can trigger a farmer to take an extreme steps like committing suicide. And when I went there, I met farmers, and also from women perspective, Indian society is a bit different, especially in rural India. It's more patriarchal and caste system also, and if a man commits suicide, women has to face so much of struggle in life after her husband has gone. It's so insane, it's so disheartening, it's so difficult. So I want to spend my life working for those people.
Do you think it is possible, because the people, they can catch a problem, a challenge better if they can talk with the people? So is it possible to bring one or two women from India to Germany that they can talk about this?
We are planning this. So there are some international exchange programs. There is one program from GIZ or something. There is one German organization, and under this program we are designing this exchange program. So some volunteers who are working with Peace Foundation on these issues would go to India, and some women. So our idea is that women that are involved in our project, learning weaving and teaching weaving to others, and part of this whole new alternative economic thinking and model we are developing, we are planning to bring them here. So I don't support this idea that I should talk to people about this thing. So we are thinking that we would like them to come here, and then they would talk about their things, and we would merely play a role of a translator, which still we are. We are doing nothing but conveying, because we have access to this place. And also now we are developing a team of women, because one of our focus area is peace and women. So what is the role and contribution of women in the peace around the world? And under that also we are designing a team, and we've also now become part of UN Women. Any non-profit organization can take part in this, but then there is a next level that after certain work, if we apply, they review our work, and they give us kind of a accreditation, like they approve us for a certain type of contribution. And if we get that, then our group can go there and become part of. There is this annual large meeting. It's called Status on Women, Commission on Status on Women, and I'm thinking to have those volunteers and women that are involved in India to UN this conference. So these are a few lines we're working on.
Okay. Well, have you any idea what you like to achieve in the next 3 or 5 years?
Yeah, we are now working on developing this alternative economic model, and the core foundation thinking philosophical idea is that the human race is more about justice and fairness. It's like the word looks crazy sometimes from surface level, that everybody is functioning for their own individual interest and not caring about others, but that's not true actually. I believe that people also care about others, but we don't have much information what we are doing. The system is so big and connected. We live in a global kind of environment which is connected so massively like a web, and it's very difficult for people to see what is happening behind them and what is happening ahead them. So our fundamental belief is that the more transparency we bring, the better and fair decisions people make. So the alternative system that we are designing, that actually focuses on absolute transparency first in terms of wealth generation and wealth distribution. So for example, if we make this towel in the village from all this handloom and everything, so we want our customers to know number of people involved in producing this from the field to the customer, and how much wealth is going to whom, so that by our consumption we can decide what kind of world, economically equal or unequal, we want to create. So that's the core idea that we are working on. So I think in 2 months we will be up with our basic first website, where a customer would have access to a certain amount of information which is not available in the market so far in the world.
Do you have the name of this website?
Yeah, it's called Asrkari. Asrkari is a Hindi word. It was coined by one of the philosopher or freedom fighter or a teacher, and he was very close to Gandhi. So he is known as one of the spiritual disciple of Gandhi, Vinoba Bhave. And against British, when India was doing its independence struggle, one of the main elements that British were exploiting India and benefiting from India was economy. So exactly similar thing was happening those times also. In this region, farmers would grow cotton. British will take the cotton to Lincolnshire and produce fabric and then bring it back and sell it in India. Something similar is happening today, but now we don't have East India Company. We have many companies that are actually, because there is a concentration of wealth. So financial market is not transparent and not decentralized. And this actually enable handful of people to exploit other people who don't have knowledge and resources. So Asrkari was a movement which was started. Asrkari means non-government. So we say it two times. It has double meaning. So Asrkari and Asrkari. It sounds same, but when we write it, it's a little bit different. So first Asrkari means effective, and second Asrkari means non-government. So it is non-government, but it is effective. So it's driven by people. The very spirit is that for the people, by the people, of the people. So we shouldn't be depending on a handful of people. So that's the idea. It's called www.asrkari.com.
Is there a possibility to support you on the website by click on a PayPal button or something like that?
Not on a PayPal so far, but on our Peace Foundation website we have the account details. So people can donate if they like to donate, whatever. Also, we don't think that contribution is only financial. Sometimes people can also suggest us. So knowledge is one of the best thing that we can share and contribute. So we also have one page. It's called Gather Together. That's also part of our work. So we believe that none of us can do what all of us can do together. So people can also volunteer by filling this form of Gather Together, and it has a specific fields like what kind of experience one has or academic knowledge one has, and what kind of contribution one would like to make, and for how long, which day, in what part of the month. So both ways, like financially or non-financially, people can be part of this journey. We call it making of 21st century. So we can create a world we want to live in.
Okay, Amit Kumar, I thank you for visiting us in Germany.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for your
And
hospitality.
I hope that a lot of people see this on YouTube.
Thank you so much, Christian. Thank you.